Hey, it's Michael here from EduKits. Today I'm going to show you some new blocks we've been working on for NeoPixel matrices. These blocks will allow you to create cool color graphics, icons, and animations. The blocks are super simple to use, and they are still in progress, but you can use them already in CodeKit. The NeoPixel matrix will have 3 wires: positive, negative, and data. Connect positive to 5 volts, negative to ground, and data to pin 8 if you'd like to follow along with our example. To get started with the NeoPixel matrix, you'll need to enable the experimental blocks in the block toolbox. If you don't see the experimental option, just click More Blocks and click on the checkbox that says Experimental, and clicking Confirm will save that. You'll notice that we now have the experimental category. If I open this up, we have all these NeoMatrix blocks. To add the display, we need this little add block. The default width and height are correct, and all I need to do is select the pin where we've connected the data wire of the display. Now we've added the display, we can design the pixel art we'd like to send to it. I'm going to create a simple design here, just a single pixel on. With this matrix, you have an option to select a different color for every single pixel, which is super cool. You just click on the pixel you'd like, and you can use this color picker to select a color. And I would recommend for going a little bit more vibrant than you think, because that's kind of how the LEDs work. They look a little bit different on the computer display versus the matrix display. And the last step you need to send any kind of data to the display is just this little update display block. And if you don't use that block, the data will just stay on the device and it won't go to the display. Because my display is quite bright, I'm going to do an extra step, which is just decreasing the brightness. It goes from 0 to 255. I'm going to set it to 10, which is really all we need. And then if I hit upload, that's going to send the single pixel over to the board and it should display. There we go. So now you can see we have a single red pixel. Now this is not an art YouTube channel, so we will not be going through the intricacies of designing different pixel art, but you can see it's super easy to manipulate those individual pixels. A cool thing about these experimental blocks we're working on is they work with all of our existing display graphics blocks in CodeKit. Because they are experimental though, you'll need to add another display. Like, let's just do this RGB TFT display in order to enable those graphics blocks. But in the future, when we move those into the display section, you'll just be able to drag those out once you've added a matrix. There's super cool blocks here for drawing, different things like rectangles, circles, triangles. You can also just set the whole display to a single color, and I'm going to drag this here to show you right now. I'll just delete our display graphic that we had there before, and just make sure to use the drop down to make sure you've selected the correct display. Now if I upload this code, we will see the entire display change to a single color. So you can see that our display is now completely purple. If you want to create animations, you can do that in the loop block. And I'll do a quick demo of that right now. I've moved our current display logic over to the forever block. I'm going to add a little delay in here, and then I can duplicate both of those blocks underneath so that we can set our display to a different color. In this case, I'll make it orange. Now, one important thing to do is make sure that you have this update display block once you've set the color to make sure the data is transferred over to it. And I will add a final delay. So uploading this, we should have a purple display that changes to an orange display and then back again with a 1 second delay between each change. So you can see it's super easy to create animations between different graphics on this matrix. And finally, to show you the sorts of things you can build with these blocks, I've just uploaded a cool little graphic to the display that I made by selecting each of the little colors in that graphic block. I hope these new blocks inspire you to be creative and explore different components. Let us know what you think. Try it out. It's available in CodeKit right now, and we will be improving these blocks in the future. Eventually, they'll move out of experimental and into displays. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel for more like this.